Hello, it's Andy Graham of Hobo Traveler. I'm in Kara, Togo, West Africa. And all through the country of Togo, they grow teak. They call it teak. It's in French. It's a francophone. And I want to tell you, this is really sad to me because, I mean, if I had $10,000, $20,000, what I would do is buy this wood. I used to manufacture waterbed frames, and I used to have some kind of light-duty furniture thing up in Midland, Michigan. And so I knew a lot about making furniture and the moisture content. This wood is actually just wet. You can just feel it. They just unloaded it a couple days ago. And it's so sad because what they're going to do is they're just going to barely get this stuff dry, and then they're going to put it into furniture and try to, by the time the furniture dries, it all just warps. And all they got to do is stack this correctly, and it could air dry and, you know, space it correctly, and the quality of the wood would be good. But if I had $10,000, $20,000, I would buy the whole stack of wood and dry it, let it sit around for 6 months, and ship it to America or ship it overseas slowly, probably transform it into something of value, then ship it, or package it up in beds and sell it. But as you can see, it's going to just sit here and do it. So what they'll do is they'll basically make furniture that will soon warp out of teak. And this is a tragedy in a way, because you're sitting there as a guy that's worked as a carpenter for years, and I had a general contractor's license, all this stuff. It's almost sad. I mean, you're sitting there going, you're taking one of your natural resources and you're pissing on it. And this is typical Africa. They basically never do anything up to standards. But on the other side is nobody comes here and actually wants to educate them on how to make furniture or teach them how to do fine craftsmanship or anything like this. And I mean, and trust me, it's not easy because instant cash is all they care about. And so the idea of sublimation, putting off for a longer term goal, or anybody investing for the long run, if they can get the cash, somebody pays, basically they got it. They seize the cash. But this is all teak. This is, you can see there's different sizes of teak, there's different types of teak, and you got just a wonderful amount of wood here. Each one of these boards cost about $5 to $10. They're not that cheap. And everybody makes their furniture out of teak. We also call it foam tech, which is, they have another kind of wood that's just cheaper, but it's not that easy, but you'd have to become a specialist. But all you got to do is stack this wood correctly and let it dry correctly, and it would be excellent for furniture making. And you got to get the moisture content down to a really low level. I mean, you got different ways to do this, but even here in Africa, it's very dry here. You would buy it before the dry season and just let it sit and try to let it dry slowly, covered up. You can see right now that if it rains, the roof's not really covering it. They just do nothing. They basically, I don't know. It's just sad. It's just sad. Here they actually glued it together, then they're letting it dry. So but they're never going to get this process down to the fact where they're going to actually get the job done 100%. It's always like 40-50% done correct. But this is the concept. You put boards in between each one of these things that they have to be cut and spaced exactly perfect, and then they don't do anything like that. They just sort of use anything and everything.
Tonight, let's